Hello, my lovely learners. Today's story shows how cozy Christmas reading can quietly improve your English. As you listen, some British words and phrases are explained naturally inside the story, just like real life. So grab a cuppa, relax, and let's begin. It was mid-December, and London was in full Christmas swing. The streets were rammed with shoppers, fairy lights everywhere, and that crisp cold air that makes you fancy a hot chocolate from Costa. I'm Laura, 28, a barista at a little cafe in Shoreditch. My shifts are mental this time of year. Punters coming in for gingerbread lattes and mince pies all day. But I'd promised myself this holiday season would be different. No more scrolling TikTok endlessly. I was going to knuckle down and improve my English reading skills. See, English isn't my first language. I moved here from Poland a year ago. But I want to get proper fluent, especially with the British slang and idioms everyone uses. I started on the 15th, right after my morning shift, got home to my flat, kicked off my trainers and made a cuppa. The place was cosy with my fake tree up, baubles hanging and a string of LED lights round the window. I'd downloaded a free app called Duolingo for reading practice, but I reckoned books would be better. My mate Sarah from work had lent me a simplified version of A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens. It's classic British Christmas stuff, she'd said. Not too hard, and you'll pick up loads of vocab. I settled on the sofa with a blanket phone on Do Not Disturb. The book was about this grumpy bloke called Scrooge who hates Christmas. I read the first chapter slowly, underlining words I didn't know like bah humbug. Turns out it's what you say when you're in a mood. Paused every few pages to look up meanings on my phone. Miser means someone stingy with money, and apparition is like a ghost. Felt chuffed when I got through 10 pages without getting stuck too much. That evening, I nipped to the library down the road. It's open late in December. Picked up a magazine called Woman's Weekly with Christmas recipes and stories. Read an article about baking mince pies at home. Words like pastry and currants were new, but the pictures helped. Back home, I tried reading aloud to practice pronunciation. Roll out the dough, I said, sounding a bit off, but getting better. Next day, off work. So I had the whole morning. Made brekkie, toast with marmalade, and dived into more of the book. Scrooge sees his old mate Marley's ghost. Proper spooky. I jotted down phrases like dead as a doornail in my notebook. That's one of those idioms Brits use all the time, innit? In the afternoon, I joined an online reading group on Facebook for language learners. They were chatting about Christmas poems. Someone shared The Night Before Christmas, short and fun. Read it twice, loving bits like, not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. Messaged the group, loving this, what's next? got replies suggesting the Polar Express for kids, but with good vocab. By the 20th, I was hooked. After shift, instead of binging Netflix, I grabbed a coffee and read on the tube home. People were squished in, chatting about their Christmas plans. Overheard one bloke say, "I'm knackered from all this shopping," and noted knackered means tired. At home, I tried a news article from the BBC website about Christmas markets in London. Words like mulled wine and festive stalls popped up, stuff I see every day but never read about. Felt like I was connecting the dots. Christmas Eve, family FaceTimed from back home, told them about my reading plan. Mum laughed, "You're turning proper British." That night I finished A Christmas Carol. Scrooge changes his ways. Heartwarming, yeah? Looked up redemption and generosity, then read some lyrics to carols like Deck the Halls. Fa la 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 is just filler, but fun to sing along. Christmas Day was low-key. No big roast since I'm alone. Just a ready meal from M&S and leftovers. Curled up with a new book Sarah recommended. The Snowman by Raymond Briggs. More pictures than words, but great for building confidence. Read it in one go, smiling at the flying bit. In the evening, scrolled through the Learn English subreddit for tips. Found a thread on British Christmas traditions. Read about Boxing Day sales and panto shows. Boxing Day, I ventured out to the sales on Oxford Street. Absolute chaos, but grabbed a bargain jumper. Back home, read a blog post about how to survive British winter. Laughed at tips like always carry a brolly. Words like drizzle and gloomy were spot on for the weather. By New Year's Eve, I'd read 3 books, loads of articles, and even started a journal in English. My reading speeds up, and I'm using phrases like fancy a cuppa at work. Feels brilliant. This Christmas, instead of just surviving the holidays, I leveled up my English. Who knew a bit of reading could make it so rewarding? Well done for finishing the story. Laura improved her English by reading things she enjoyed. Stories, articles, and everyday texts. Keep reading little by little, especially cosy seasonal stories. It really does work. See you next time.